Though Sullivan's Crossing is a romance series, it is also a drama, which means there is plenty of conflict for the characters to resolve, and one character has seen more than her fair share of tragedy. Sullivan's Crossing follows Maggie Sullivan, Morgan Cohen, after she moves back to the titular campground her father runs. Maggie was a neurosurgeon before a setback sent her to a place where she could start over. While the bulk of the storyline surrounds Maggie and her finding love with Cal Jones, Chad Michael Murray, the supporting characters in her life also get their own storylines. Lola Gunderson, Amalia Williamson, starts the series as something of an antagonist for Maggie, but she has been put through the ringer. Sullivan's Crossing Season 4 needs to give Lola a break. Lola's life has been full of loss since before the series began. Lola has lost all of her family. Jacob Cranebear, Joel Ouellette, and Lola Gunderson, Amalia Williamson, walking through a parking lot in Sullivan's Crossing Season 3. Chris Reardon, copyright symbol CW, Fremantle, courtesy Everett Collection. In the first season of Sullivan's Crossing, Lola and Maggie are presented as enemies of sorts. They are pseudo-sisters, both seeing Sully, Scott Patterson, as the father figure who replaced them with one another. At first, that makes Lola seem like a mean girl or a pick-me girl, but her backstory reveals the truth. Lola has experienced so much loss in her life that she has an obvious fear of being abandoned or left behind. As a young girl, she is the victim of a hit-and-run that leaves her in the hospital, and later, in physical rehabilitation for a long time. Her mother also becomes fatally ill when she is a teenager. In both instances, Sully helps take care of her. All of that happens before the events of the series even begin. During the run of the series, she is the primary caretaker of her grandfather while trying to put herself through school. When he dies, she is also responsible for handling his estate, effectively dismantling the home she shared with him. These losses fuel Lola's resentment of Maggie at first. She has all of this tragedy going on in her life while trying to keep her head above water, and Sully has been the one person she can lean on. While he still tries to help her when Maggie returns, his attention is divided. It takes time and a lot of talking for Lola and Maggie to begin to understand one another. Just as they start to become friendly, and Lola finds what could be love with Jacob Cranebear, Joel Ouellette, that relationship is put on pause as well. Jacob has to leave Sullivan's Crossing in Season 3 in order to finish his own university degree. While Jacob and Lola are in a good place when she encourages him to leave to continue his education, it's one more loss in her life. Lola's story is, so far, fueled by loss and grief that life, and the Sullivan's Crossing writers, keep sending her way. Sullivan's Crossing needs better conflict for Lola than loss. Sullivan's Crossing can expand Lola's story. Lola, Amalia Williamson, looking up at someone in Sullivan's Crossing. Chris Reardon, copyright symbol CW, Fremantle, courtesy Everett Collection. While Sullivan's Crossing has done a great job at giving Lola an extensive backstory through all of the tragedy in her life, it is time for the show to move on from all of that loss. Sullivan's Crossing has already allowed Lola to move away from being an antagonist. The series needs to give Lola a break and allow her character to grow from something other than wading through grief. In the novels on which Sullivan's Crossing is based, Lola is actually a single mom with 2 jobs who has an interest in home renovation projects. That is drastically different from the TV series in which she is a student, though she has still been loaded with responsibilities. Lola deserves to get out from under a cloud of grief and face new challenges. There is only so much tragedy an audience wants to see a character go through. With Lola pursuing a degree in university, the series could easily see her face challenges with her classes, professors, or other students. It's not clear if Lola is pursuing an undergraduate or graduate degree, but plenty of university students become conflicted about what they want to study or how they want to eventually use their degrees. That could give Lola some meatier conflict, different from what the series has already pursued with her. It would also give her conflict outside of a love interest, which is something Sullivan's Crossing has not been great at with its main characters so far. Giving the character better conflict could help move Lola into a lead role in Sullivan's Crossing. We also have not seen much of what Lola does for work outside of school, but she presumably has some sort of job at this stage in her life. Conflict between her education and her job could also be mined without drowning Lola in more grief. Sullivan's Crossing Season 4 has already seen complaints from fans for the cyclic nature of Cal and Maggie's relationship. It should not make the same mistake with Lola's character development.